Ron was a very rich businessman, but very few people knew what he was really like. He owned many companies and had more money than he could ever spend. Still, he felt empty inside. He wanted to know what kind of people worked in his companies. He did not trust reports or numbers alone. He believed real truth could only be seen with his own eyes. One morning, Ron decided to visit one of his smaller offices in a busy city. This office was not fancy. It was a simple building with many small desks and many workers trying their best. Ron walked in wearing plain clothes so no one would know who he was. He wanted to see how people acted when they thought no one important was watching. In this office worked a man named Sam. Sam was a single dad. He lived in a small home with his young son named Leo. Every day Sam woke up early to make breakfast for Leo, walk him to school, and then rush to work. He never complained. His whole world was his son. He wanted Leo to have a better life than he did. Sam worked harder than anyone else in the office. He stayed late, helped his team, and always tried to solve problems. Many people liked him because he was kind and patient. When someone made a mistake, Sam did not shout. He helped them fix it. Even when he was tired, he smiled. Ron watched Sam from far away. He saw how Sam spoke softly to others. He saw how Sam stayed focused even when things went wrong. Ron became curious about him. He wanted to know what kind of person Sam truly was when faced with a hard moment. Ron asked the office manager about Sam. The manager said Sam was one of the best workers and that he never missed a day. He also shared that Sam was raising his son alone. Ron nodded but did not say much. He had an idea in his mind. Ron believed that people showed their true character when something was taken away from them. So he made a bold plan. He decided to test Sam in a very serious way. He knew this was risky, but he wanted to see if Sam would stay kind even when life became unfair. Later that day, Ron asked to speak to Sam in a small meeting room. Sam walked in with a calm face. He did not know who Ron really was. To Sam, Ron looked like just another visitor. Ron looked at Sam and said in a firm voice that Sam was fired from his job. The words felt heavy in the room. Sam was shocked for a moment. His heart beat fast. He thought about Leo at home and how much he needed this job. But Sam did not get angry. He did not shout. He took a deep breath and asked in a gentle voice if he could finish the work he was doing so his team would not fall behind. This answer surprised Ron. Sam said that he did not want others to suffer because of his problem. He said he would leave quietly after he made sure everything was in order. His voice was steady, even though inside he felt afraid. Ron looked at him closely. He had seen many people lose their jobs before. Most would argue or beg. Some would get upset. But Sam only cared about his work and his team. This made Ron feel something he had not felt in a long time. Sam went back to his desk and kept working. His hands moved fast but carefully. He finished reports, sent emails, and wrote clear notes for others. Some co-workers noticed something was wrong. They could see the sadness in Sam's eyes, but he kept going. While Sam worked, Ron stood nearby watching. He saw how Sam helped a coworker fix a small problem even though he was about to lose his job. Ron started to feel that his test was showing something very special. When Sam was done, he stood up and thanked his team. He told them it was a good place to work and that he hoped they would all do well. Some people had tears in their eyes. They did not know why Sam was leaving, but they felt the pain in his words. Sam picked up his bag and walked toward the door. His steps were slow but strong. He did not look back. In his mind, he was already planning how to explain everything to Leo. He did not want his son to worry. Ron followed Sam outside. The sun was bright, and the air was warm. Sam stopped near the steps. Ron asked him why he stayed calm after hearing such hard news. Sam answered that his son was waiting for him and that life could change at any time. He said that a job was important, but being a good parent and a good person mattered more. He believed that doing the right thing would lead to a better future, even if it took time. Ron listened quietly. Those words stayed in his heart. He had money, power, and control, but he did not have the peace that Sam showed in this moment. For the first time in many years, Ron felt small in front of someone else. This was only the beginning of a story that would change both their lives. Sam stood outside the office building with his bag in his hand. The noise of the street moved around him, but his mind was quiet. He thought about his son Leo. He thought about how he would walk to school tomorrow and how he would smile when he saw his dad. Sam did not want that smile to fade. He promised himself that no matter what happened, he would stay strong for his child. Ron watched Sam from a short distance. He had planned the test, but now he felt unsure. Something about Sam was different from others. Ron had met many people in his long life, but very few had shown such calm in a hard moment. Ron walked closer and spoke again. He asked Sam where he was going. Sam replied that he was going home to his son. He said Leo would be waiting and that he did not want to be late. Even without a job, Sam cared more about being a good father. Ron offered Sam a ride. Sam was surprised but accepted. They walked to a simple car that Ron was using for the visit. Inside the car, there was a quiet feeling. The city passed by through the windows. Ron asked Sam about his life. Sam spoke about Leo and how he raised him alone. He told Ron how he cooked, helped with schoolwork, and read stories at night. He said that every smile from his son gave him strength. Ron listened closely. He had never had children. He had spent his life building his business. Now he wondered what he had missed. Sam did not have much money, but he had something far greater in his heart. When they reached Sam's small home, Ron saw how simple it was. The paint on the walls was old, and the door made a soft sound when it opened. Yet inside, it felt warm and full of care. Leo ran to Sam with joy and hugged him tightly. Sam smiled and lifted his son. He told Leo that he was home early. Leo was happy and did not ask many questions. Ron watched this moment quietly. He saw true love between a father and his child. It was something money could not buy. Sam invited Ron inside for a short visit. Ron agreed. They sat at a small table. Sam made tea with care. Leo sat nearby drawing pictures. He showed Ron a picture of his school and his dad. Ron smiled, feeling something soft in his heart. Ron began to understand why Sam stayed calm when he lost his job. His life was built on love, not on fear. Sam did not depend on his job to feel worthy. He depended on his role as a father and a good man. As they talked, Ron told Sam more about himself. He said he owned many companies. Sam was surprised. He did not know Ron was a billionaire. He had only seen a quiet man with curious eyes. Ron then shared that he was not sure if he had done the right thing by testing Sam. Sam listened carefully. He said that life often brings tests and that people show who they are by how they treat others. He did not hold anger in his voice. Ron felt respect grow in his heart. He had started this day to test others, but now he felt like he was the one being tested. Before Ron left, he told Sam that he would think about what he saw today. Sam nodded and thanked him for the ride. He went back inside to spend time with Leo. Ron drove away slowly. His thoughts were full. He could not stop thinking about Sam's calm face and Leo's bright smile. For the first time in years, Ron felt unsure about his own choices. Back at the office, Ron sat alone. He thought about the workers and about Sam. He knew that Sam was someone special. He wanted to do something that would match the kindness he had seen. The next day, Ron returned to the office. He called the manager and asked about Sam's work. The manager spoke with respect and said Sam was one of the best. Ron smiled because he already knew that. Ron made a decision that would change everything. He was ready to turn the test into something much greater. This was only the second part of a story that was still growing, and the future held many surprises for both Ron and Sam. The next morning was calm and bright. Sam woke up early as usual. Even though he did not have a job now, he kept his routine. He made breakfast for Leo, packed his school bag, and walked him to school. Leo held his hand and talked about his day ahead. Sam smiled and listened, trying not to show any worry. He wanted Leo to feel safe and happy. After leaving Leo at school, Sam walked slowly back home. He thought about what he would do next. He planned to look for a new job. He knew it might be hard, but he believed in working with honesty and care. He trusted that something good would come from his efforts. Across the city, Ron was also awake. He sat in his large office, but his mind was not on money or meetings. He kept thinking about Sam and Leo. The simple home, the warm smiles, and the quiet strength of that family had left a deep mark on him. Ron called his assistant and asked for all details about Sam. He wanted to know how long Sam had worked, what projects he had handled, and how others saw him. The reports came back with praise. Sam was known for his steady work and kind nature. Ron felt proud that he had noticed this man. Ron decided he wanted to help Sam in a real way. He did not want to just give him money. He wanted to give him a chance to grow and build a strong future. Ron believed that people like Sam deserved more than just a simple job. Later that day, Ron went back to Sam's neighborhood. He parked near the school where Leo studied. When school ended, Sam arrived to pick up his son. Leo ran toward him with joy. Ron watched from a short distance and felt a soft smile on his face. Ron walked up to Sam and greeted him. Sam was surprised but polite. Ron asked if they could talk for a few minutes. Sam agreed and asked Leo to wait nearby. Ron told Sam that he had been thinking about him. He said that the test from the day before had shown him something important. He said Sam had shown strong character and deep care for others. Sam listened with calm eyes. He did not show pride or anger. He only nodded. Ron then explained that he wanted Sam to come back to work. But this time, it would be a better role. It would have more pay and more time so Sam could be with his son. Ron wanted Sam to help train and guide other workers. Sam was silent for a moment. He looked at Leo, who was smiling and playing. He thought about how this chance could help them both. But he also wanted to be sure this was not another test. Sam asked Ron why he was doing this. Ron replied that he had learned a lesson from Sam. He said that true success was not only about money. It was about respect, kindness, and responsibility. These words felt honest. Sam felt that Ron was speaking from the heart. Sam agreed to return to the company and take the new role. The next week, Sam started his new job. He was now a team guide. He helped new workers, solved problems, and shared his calm way of working. People respected him even more. Ron watched Sam from time to time. He saw how Sam treated everyone with fairness. He never spoke down to anyone. He always listened. Ron felt proud of his choice. At home, life also became easier for Sam and Leo. Sam had more time to help with school and to enjoy small moments. Leo felt happy and safe. Ron also began to change. He started visiting his offices more often. He spoke with workers and listened to their stories. He realized that every person had value. One evening, Ron invited Sam and Leo to a simple dinner. They talked about life and hopes for the future. Leo laughed and told stories. Ron felt a joy he had never felt before. He understood that people like Sam were the true wealth of the world. Not money, not buildings, but hearts full of care. The story was still not over. More changes were coming, and each one would bring new lessons and new paths for both Ron and Sam. Life began to move in a new way for Sam and Leo. Every morning Sam took Leo to school and then went to work with a calm heart. His new role made him feel proud, but not in a loud way. He was proud because he could now give Leo a better life and still be present in his daily moments. He helped Leo with homework, cooked warm meals, and read stories before sleep. At the office, Sam became someone people trusted. New workers often came to him for advice. When problems came, Sam did not rush or blame. He listened and helped everyone find a solution. The team started to work better together. Ron watched all of this with deep respect. Ron himself was changing. He was no longer only a man of numbers and deals. He was learning about people. He started spending more time in his offices, talking to workers, and learning their stories. He found joy in these simple talks. One day, Ron invited Sam to walk with him in a nearby park during lunch. They sat on a bench and watched people pass by. Ron told Sam that he had built many businesses but had never felt so satisfied as he did now. He said that seeing Sam grow and lead others gave him a new kind of happiness. Sam replied that everyone needs a chance to show who they are. He said that trust can change people in a powerful way. Ron nodded and felt that these words were true. At home, Leo was also growing. He did better at school and had more confidence. He knew his dad was always there for him. That gave him a strong heart. One afternoon, Leo had a school event. Parents were invited. Sam took time off from work to attend. Ron also came quietly. He wanted to see Leo in his world. Leo performed a small play with his classmates. Sam clapped with joy. Ron clapped too, feeling proud of both father and son. After the event, Leo ran to Sam and hugged him. Ron smiled at the sight. He realized that this simple love was something he had never known. It made him think about his own life and what he truly wanted. Later that week, Ron had an idea. He wanted to create a program in his company to help single parents. He wanted to give them flexible hours and fair pay so they could care for their families. He shared this idea with Sam. Sam felt touched. He told Ron that this would help many people. Ron replied that Sam had shown him how important family was. He wanted to give that chance to others too. The program started soon after. Many workers felt grateful. They could now balance work and home life better. The office became a place of support and respect. Sam continued to lead with kindness. His team grew stronger. Ron saw how a small test had led to a big change. One evening, Ron invited Sam and Leo to his home. It was large, but Ron kept the dinner simple. They shared stories and laughter. Leo told Ron about his dreams. Ron listened with care. Ron felt a warm feeling in his heart. He understood that real success was not about being alone at the top. It was about sharing life with others. As the days passed, Ron and Sam became true friends. They trusted each other. They learned from each other. The story was moving toward something special. Both men were growing in ways they never expected. The final part of their journey was coming, and it would bring a message that would stay with them forever. Time passed and many good changes had come into the lives of Sam, Leo, and Ron. The small test that started everything had grown into something much bigger. It had changed how Ron saw the world and how Sam saw his future. Sam continued his work with great care. He guided his team with patience. He taught new workers how to stay calm and solve problems. He never forgot where he came from. He always remembered the day he thought he lost everything and how kindness had opened a new door. Leo was growing fast. He was doing well in school and had many friends. He often told stories about his dad and how Sam always helped him. Leo felt proud when he spoke about his father. Sam felt happy every time he saw that smile. Ron kept his promise to help families in his company. The program for parents grew. More people had flexible hours. More parents could spend time with their children. The offices felt warmer and more friendly. One day, Ron called a big meeting. Workers from different teams came together. Sam was there too. Ron stood at the front and spoke with a calm voice. He said he had learned a lot in the past months. He said that real success was not only about making money. It was about building a place where people felt respected. Ron then spoke about Sam. He shared how Sam had shown great strength and care even when he faced a hard moment. He said Sam had taught him a lesson that would stay with him forever. Everyone looked at Sam with respect. Sam felt shy but proud. He stood up and thanked Ron and his team. He said that everyone mattered and that kindness made work better for all. His simple words touched many hearts. After the meeting, Ron asked Sam to walk with him. They went outside into the fresh air. Ron told Sam that he was thinking about stepping back from some of his work. He wanted to spend more time helping people in new ways. Sam listened and nodded. Sam told Ron that change could be good when it came from the heart. Ron smiled and said Sam had become his guide in many ways. At home, Sam and Leo were enjoying life. They went to the park, cooked together, and shared stories. Leo felt safe and loved. Sam felt thankful for every day. One evening, Ron came to visit them. They had a simple dinner and talked about plans for the future. Leo showed Ron his schoolwork. Ron praised him with a gentle smile. Ron looked at Sam and said that meeting him had been one of the best moments of his life. He said that a single father had helped him find a new path. Sam replied that everyone had something to teach if others were willing to listen. As the night grew quiet, Ron went home with a light heart. He knew that true wealth was not in his bank or his buildings. It was in the people he had met and the lives he had touched. Sam tucked Leo into bed and kissed his forehead. He felt peace. He knew that no matter what came next, they would face it together. The story of a billionaire and a single dad had become a story of respect, kindness, and new beginnings. And that was a story worth telling.